Charizard Ultra Premium Collection. It's almost a dirty phrase to say nowadays after people just lost hundreds and thousands of dollars by FOMOing over this Charizard UPC after we told you guys not to. Look at the prices now. You can basically get them at MSRP. You're finding them at the retailers. You can get them on online stores, TCGplayer, eBay, across the board. And we told them, didn't we, Nate?
We did. We said, don't give in to the FOMO, because from what we are hearing, prices are going to come down on this box. And I mean, we pretty much hit the nail on the head. Don't want to, pat myself on the back too hard, but I think we kind of nailed it when we were talking about what was going to happen with this box. It just way more of these boxes were printed than I think a lot of people were thinking. I think a lot of people kind of had that nervousness from the Celebrations box being so scarce and so hard to find. And, with that $350 price tag, people just got really scared about the Charizard box of the Sword and Shield era not being able to get their hands on it. Got out there, started paying $200, $250 a box. Now you're sitting here, we're looking at prices online for MSRP, like you said.
Yeah, now I will admit, I didn't think that it would ever come down to MSRP. I really didn't. I totally saw it coming down to 150, 160 area.
Sure.
But the fact that you can get this thing for basically MSRP on multiple sources right now is a fantastic thing for the Pokemon community. And before we get any further, everybody who FOMO'd over it and spent $200 on it, I need to know your story down in the comment section. So go down there and tell us why you decided to buy a $200 UPC. And if you learned your lesson to not do it for future things, like, I don't know, Crown Zenith stuff. Because I've also seen similar things now happening for the V-Star Universe booster boxes. The Japanese booster boxes are going for like $150, $175 right now on eBay. Remember, guys, this is pre-orders. The set is not out yet. People are taking advantage of you. Stop letting them do that. Stop letting them take advantage of you because something looks new and fresh and cool. Because I guarantee you guys, you will be able to get it at MSRP or even cheaper down the road. Just look at VMAX Climax. I was able to get VMAX Climax for as low as $45 a box at one point.
Ooh, that would be nice.
$45. And, every
nice.
time I always kick myself for not loading up on them, because now they're like, what, $75, $80, $90 even, I think, at some point.
They're up there.
I had the same problem with the tagged All-Stars at the end of the Sun and Moon era, the golden box. I was getting that for $40, $45 a pop, and they're like over $200 now, which is insane.
Yeah.
But it's the exact same thing with the Charizard UPC. I'm going to go over some of the prices here. ASX. I know you got some at MSRP, right? You did some online ordering?
Yeah. So, I mean, I did, the waiting that we had talked about, and I honestly put my pre-orders in maybe a week to 2 weeks before the box came out. I put a pre-order in on Target. I put a pre-order in on Walmart. Just one box per store. Both came in.
Love it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go over the line chart. If you guys don't know, TCGplayer has a line chart basically of market value and thing like that for boxes, right? So release day for the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection was October 28th, 2022. And, well, first, right now, MSRP. October 28th on release day, the box was still going for $165. So that means on release day, they had confirmed sales of $165. We're recording this on 11/7, guys. So you're looking at 8 to 9 days. You're looking at a 9-day difference there. 10 days later, it's down $45. That's just 10 days after release. Be patient. Now let's go ahead and skip forward in time a little bit. October 14th, average price $205. $80 over MSRP. October 4th price, $252. September 10th and earlier than that, $300. Okay, so this is the problem, guys. This is the problem. don't buy from anybody that's trying to sell you a product 2 months before it releases. That's just terrible business practice for multiple reasons. They are directly trying to take your money, gouge you, take advantage of your FOMO, right? Of the hot new announcement, new Charizard, new this, biggest item in years, blah, blah, blah. Stop. It's just not good business practice, because I guarantee you they don't even know how many they're getting. They don't know what their allocation numbers are. They don't know what the market price is going to be at release day. They're just trying to get in, get early, and they're going to take your money and hold on to it. So Danny Phantom put out an awesome video talking about allocations and dollars and things like that, and how the Charizard UPC, is one of those products that people use to, he kept using the word like survive, right? Which I disagree with in terms of having a LGS business and things like that. It's a hot item. It's one of the items that you will sell a lot of and you can sell a lot of, but it doesn't mean that you need to sell it at such an inflated price, And it's just, if they're doing it that early, like the minute the UPC is announced, a seller has it up on their website, they're not a reputable seller. They're not any of that stuff. Just don't do it. And they were complaining, right? So Danny Phantom wasn't complaining, but he was talking about other people complaining about chargebacks, right? People who pre-ordered the Charizard UPC for $300 or $250 or $200, or were forced to buy this bundle, right? I saw a lot of that. A lot of these, buy the Charizard UPC and you get the Electrode V-Box, Virizion V-Box, and it has to, in order to get the Charizard UPC, you got to buy the bundle. And the bundle was like $300. That is bullshit. It's bullshit. Don't let these people take advantage of you. Even if they're a struggling LGS, then they need to find a way to make profits for themselves and change the way their business works, other than scamming people, man. Like, what did you come across those bundles? Did you happen to watch the Danny Phantom video? I know you watch some of his stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I didn't see that specific video, but I know in my search for the Charizard box, pre-release in that, I definitely came across bundles. Some of the ones I remember were, it was bundled a lot with the Dragonite ball from Pokemon Go. I think they're struggling to get those off the shelf, so I saw that bundled a lot. I saw it bundled with ETBs. I saw it bundled with, I even saw where you could pre-order, right? You could pre-order Silver Tempest, and if you pre-ordered above a certain amount, you could have a chance, a 1 in 4 chance to have a Charizard UPC shipped with it. So even things like that, when I saw that, I was kind of like, ooh, that's, that seems a little bit on the scammy side to me, just getting people to pay for a hope that they're going to get something. Yes, you're pre-ordering your Silver Tempest, but when you look at it now, you look back at things like that now and you see that, well, I can just go on to TCGplayer, or you might even be able to go to GameStop, the app, or, Target.com right now and just buy it outright for MSRP. It's just like, it gets you thinking, like, there's a lot more scamminess out there than there should be. But it's a big product. It's got Charizard on it. It's you just got to watch out for those things, especially when it comes to big ticket. That's the word I'm looking for.
Big ticket items.
Yes.
But yeah, and it's we've reached the point in the Pokemon TCG, right? So everybody knows that they turned up their printers, they did this, they did that, they're mass producing this stuff, right? We have reached the point now where all of those things are coming to fruition, right? We had the Evolving Skies reprint, we had all the Fusion Strike product, we had the Vivid Voltage reprint, the Darkness Ablaze reprint, we had all these reprints come up, and the shelves are stocked and the shelves are loaded, which is great. It's a fantastic thing for the consumer. But what it's done is all of these buyers and things like, or all of these sellers, all of these sellers who came in during 2020 and 2021 who are used to gouging people on limited products. If you need to buy this, you have to buy this. If you want to buy this, you got to buy it at 200% MSRP. And it's just, those people are the ones that are going to start to get pushed out of the business. They're going to start to be pushed out of the industry because they weren't doing it properly in the first place, which is good, and it's huge. So the reason why I say that is because I don't want you falling to victim with the Crown Zenith pre-releases. I don't want you guys to fall in the same hole. The Crown Zenith ETBs are going to be a hot item. And that was when, go back yesterday, we released the Crown Zenith review and breakdown, right? Go back and watch that because it's very strange the way they're releasing the product. They're releasing it over a 5-month term, and we're only getting 2 products in January, which makes you wonder how much are we going to get? How much of the product in January are we going to get? ETBs, right? Are we going to get shelves and shelves and shelves of Elite Trainer boxes? There were multiple times I found Celebrations ETBs at my Target, at my Walmart, and all those things, right? It was quite easy to find at my retailers, and I would expect the exact same for Crown Zenith. And, my allocation numbers have gone up significantly since, Vivid Voltage times, Rebel Clash times. Yeah. They've like tripled and quadrupled in that stuff. So I'm able to go through a lot more product, which is great. And all those big fish, big dollar clients that overbought their product are getting stuck holding the buck and selling all their stuff super, super, super cheap because they drop $100,000 per set. It's just not viable to do that anymore. It's not, especially when I do think Crown Zenith is going to be easy to find. Don't fall for it. Don't get bundles. Don't get bundled in the Crown Zenith. Don't let these people do those poor sales practices on you with Crown Zenith. It's going to be a great set. Fun set. You will be able to find it. Like, what do you think, man? Do you agree on the FOMO, on the Crown Zenith, the V-Star Universe, the Scarlet and Violet base set? Don't let Scarlet and Violet, new generation, new era of Pokemon. You need to make sure you get everything.
Crazy. 100%. Yeah, no FOMO, guys. We've been proven. It's been proven true time and time again with every single set release that comes out. Don't fall for the FOMO. Like you said, printers are back up and running, full steam ahead. It's evident now with each new set that comes out that the stock, the supply is going to be able to meet that demand. It will be a bit interesting not having 3, 4, 5 different products on a set release, only having like 2 different products. But I think that also kind of signals that the Pokemon Company. Yeah, I don't think they would do that if they didn't feel like they were ready to do that. They've already been through so much turmoil the last couple of years that I feel like they're probably planning things out a little bit better. And if they've planned it out to do a release over a 5-month schedule, I feel like that means they know that they have enough to just release a couple ETBs and a couple V boxes for, a month and then come in and do another one. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. But again, as you said, this set definitely seems like it's going to be printed very, very well. You're going to be able to find it. Don't go out there and pre-order anything, over MSRP. You definitely don't need to do that, for Silver Tempest coming out.
Let it ride. You'll get it.
And Crown Zenith, I think, is going to be the same thing.
Yeah. And going back to the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection, I still think it's a great product. I still think you should pick it up at this price because do I ever think the Charizard UPC is going to be going under MSRP? It actually might. From exactly what I said before, picture guys, that spend as much money as Danny Phantom, right? Like picture, a seller who bought $250,000 worth of Charizard Ultra Premium Collections because that's what he, normally tries to go through. Eventually, he's going to have to push that product because he's going to have to pay for the next subset. He's going to have to pay for Silver Tempest. He's going to have to pay for Scarlet Violet base set. They got to get through this product, which is why it always comes down so quickly, is because they have to unload their stuff to pay for their next order. And somebody's going to be stuck holding 1,000 Charizard UPCs. They just are. And it might come down. It might be $100, $110. I don't know where it's going to lay. Let us know down in the comment section. What do you guys think? How far down do you think this Charizard UPC is going to go? But that being said, at the end of the day, 10, 15, 20 years from now, I still think this Charizard UPC is going to be a fantastic investment. We still have a second wave coming, by the way, of the Charizard UPC. Yeah. It's already 120 MSRP, and there's a whole nother wave coming. And
I heard wave 2, and this is just what I've heard. I don't think I've actually read this, but I've just heard people talking like this wave is supposed to be bigger than the first wave.
I'm getting the same number as the first wave as I got, and I'm getting my second wave and first wave the same. So
even if that, there's going to be plenty of these UPCs out there.
It'll be available, but I'm telling you, keep them in near mint sealed condition, and they're still going to be worth a good sum of money 15 years from now. For sure. It might even be one of those grail chases 15, 20 years from now, because I really don't know how many are going to survive for that long. Even though a lot of people are holding them and all that kind of stuff, it still is a great product. So if you're on the fence of buying one, I would totally go out and get one. They're fun to open. Hits haven't been the best, ain't gonna lie, but those Charizard promos are awesome. And the box itself is just great. It looks great in a sealed collection. Looks great up on the shelf. Definitely grab one. Put one away. Get one to open. I mean, for the price that you can get them for now, they're never going to be this cheap again. I would buy them right now within the next month. Next month, 2 months, load up on the Charizard UPC. If you can afford it, because it's still a hefty product at 120, but it's going to be worth it at the end of the day, for sure. I think so. So, yeah, guys, that's all we got for this, the Charizard UPC and the FOMO. Don't let it get you. Again, let us know what you guys think. How far is it going to go? Do you think it still is a good investment? We love chatting with you guys down there. We post Pokemon TCG-related content here on Next Level TCG YouTube channel 5 times per week at minimum, sometimes 6. And if you like shorts, we do that every day as well. So subscribe to the channel. It really, really helps us out. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. And if you enjoyed today's video, smash that like. But we're also giving away an ETB of Silver Tempest this month, so make sure you guys get those entry details. But one more thing before we get out of here, ASX, what do you got to say?
Yeah, always got to say, our motto, be kind, be yourself, no FOMO.
that should be in it for sure.